I want to do a deep video on the Lions. This video is all about summarizing the situation and where do we go from here. Yeah, this was bad. This was bad. There's not very many positives to take away from this. There's really not. I don't know what went wrong in this game exactly. It just kind of seemed like the Lions just were flat. I mean, we could say there was injuries for sure, but they weren't like this all year. I guess if there's any positives to take away from this, it's more playoff experience, and it'll show them that, hey, I don't care if you're the 1 seed and 15-2 or not. Like, every game matters. You're not just gonna waltz right into the Super Bowl. I was afraid of this. I made a video earlier and I deleted it because I didn't want to jinx us, and I kind of came off as a pussy. But I was like, you know what? This was before the Vikings game. I'm like, I don't know if I really want to win. I mean, we're undefeated on the road. Maybe it'd be better if we just had the freaking wild card and we just stayed hot. Look, I'm saying this because I'm coping, for sure, but I'm also not wrong. Maybe we needed to be humbled, too, as fans. Not all of us, okay? I know. Plenty of us were still pretty good people, I felt like, in the Lions fan base. But let's be honest, there were a ton of bandwagon fans. I don't know where they came from. A lot of them probably live in Michigan. They just never gave a shit about the Lions until they were good because that's how they are. And yeah, they were assholes to everybody else. I tried my hardest. I really did to not be an asshole when the Lions started doing good. Granted, I'm an asshole on this channel, but not more of an asshole than I usually am, because I know what it's like to suck. I know what it's like to suck. I'm just so happy that I don't suck. And even I was struggling to be nice at times. So, you know what? We needed to be humbled. Some of us did. Now, moving forward, fuck this game. In a sense, the Lions still did better this year than last year. Not in the playoffs, but hey, we went 15-2 with a shitload of injuries, won the division in one of the tightest division races ever, and we got the first seed first time in Lions history. Here's the negatives about this game. We're probably losing Ben Johnson. We probably are. He stayed this year because he was upset how we ended last year, and yeah, I don't think he's doing that again. He's probably gone. And Aaron Glenn might be gone too, but there's actually a good chance we might keep him. I know everybody's shitting on him because I know he wasn't good yesterday. Trust me, I know. But overall, this entire year, he's been doing great. Maybe he'll be more locked in next season after he got humbled. Maybe Ben and him, part of the reason we suck so much is they were focusing so much on interviews. They didn't focus on this game. Now for the positives. We had a shitload of injuries all year. I believe we had 16 players on IR just in this game alone. We're getting a lot of players back, and I don't think any of them are going to be missing at least early in the season for 2025. Maybe a Meek Robinson, because that injury to the arm looked pretty bad, but I believe we'll have him back by August, September. However, the Lions have a lot of players that are going to hit free agency soon, going into this offseason. However, the good news for the Lions is they have the 8th most cap space of all 32 teams in the NFL, so that's good. We might be able to keep a lot of guys back and maybe even attack free agency and get a good player. And the Lions are going to have 6 draft picks this year. They're not great draft picks, but with Brad Holmes, it'll be enough. We got the 28th overall pick and the 60th pick. Those are confirmed. Okay, I've said a lot. Here's what I think the Lions should do. First of all, if it's possible, I'd like the Lions to sign all 9 of these guys back, which is a lot, but I think it's doable because these 4 guys right here are all going to be very cheap. Now, these 5 guys right here are going to be the more expensive ones for sure, but I still think we can get all these guys back with a reasonable price. Kevin Zeitler, if we have to let him go, we can. Kevin Zeitler, Levi Onwuzurike, Marcus Davenport, and Emmanuel Mosley are players I'd like to keep, but if we were to let them go, I wouldn't have any problem with it. All right, these 2 guys, Kevin's old, Levi's mid, and Marcus Davenport and Emmanuel Mosley are always injured. The second thing I want the Lions to do is try and keep all their coaching staff from this season into next season. I think that's very unlikely. Ben Johnson's probably gone. Aaron Glenn might stay. I don't know. But try and keep as much of the staff around for 2025. I still like all those guys. And if they leave, try and get the best replacements we possibly can. And then thirdly, I'd like us to attack 2 positions in the draft. I want us to take a guard pretty early on. I do. I know everybody thinks the Lions' offensive line is elite, and it is, but we need an elite guard. We have a bunch of mid guards that are serviceable, but I want an actual good guard. And then after that, the rest of these picks, I want us all to attack the defense still. That's what we kind of did last year with the draft. We went back-to-back corners with our draft, but I want us to pretty much do that again. I want us to go after linebacker. I want us to go after defensive line and maybe even corner again. And then lastly, depending on how much money we have remaining after we sign all those free agent players, maybe we can attack the free agency and get, I don't know, another good player on defense. In conclusion, to keep things short, I want us to bring back as many of our guys as possible and try and build on this team from experience, learn from their mistakes, and try and build in the draft. And maybe if we can get somebody in free agency, great. It's not going to be easy next year. It's not. But damn it, we're a good team. See, that's the thing. Like, we still have what it takes to probably win a Super Bowl. Just gotta fucking lock in, guys. I'm not saying we're gonna be 15-2 next year. I'm not even sure if we're gonna be the first seed next year, but we had 7 Pro Bowlers on this team and the most amount of first-team All-Pros on this team with 4. All we can do is, we still got the pieces, like I said, is just lock in and get better if we can and learn from our mistakes and keep going. It's gonna be fucking hard, but damn it, we have what it takes to still win a Super Bowl. The pieces are there. I can't stress that enough. Just fucking... I don't know. I thought this year was going to be our revenge tour. Maybe it's going to be next year. I don't know. Third time's the charm, I guess.